midfield penetration. Following on from the success of our first two soccer drills videos, the third volume specifically looks at ways in which midfield players can improve their passing and tackling skills. The drills show how to quickly break down opposition attacks and turn possession into fast break offence, resulting in good goal-scoring opportunities. This is midfield penetration with Paul Davis. Exercise 1 is a basic skill involving two players. The black lines are the passes and the pink lines are the movement. So player A passes to player B, A runs behind B to his second position, and B passes it back to A. A can then run on to goal.
See a nice firm pass. Call it.
Back to the top again. A passes it to player B. B holds it up, lays it off in good time to player A again, who's in a goal-scoring position.
A few more.
Once again, A to B. B holds, turns, provides to player A, who has the opportunity to score.
Go and knock him, yep.
Hold, turn, lay off, and penetrate the defence.
Yep, go on, Rob. Good, off you go.
A to B. B holds up, lays off, goal-scoring
In front of
position.
him. Put it right in front. Yep. Yep. Put him in front.
This skill teaches players to hold the ball up, check for offside, and the attack to commence. Player B needs to control what could be a fast pass and direct his pass at sufficient pace for player A to be in a goal-scoring opportunity. Held up, well-weighted ball in a good position to score a goal. Defences can be distracted by player A running behind player B in order to receive the ball again. They'll be watching the ball, and A should have created himself a good position to attack the goal. That was an example where the ball wasn't weighted very well and the opportunity was lost. If balls are loose and not well weighted, defences will pick them up. Here's the same exercise in slow motion. Ball held up, distributed well, good pace and good time. If it's too loose, the ball will be snapped up by the defence. Exercise 2 is another give and go opportunity featuring two players. A passes the ball to B, runs on to his second position, and receives the ball from B in what will hopefully be a goal-scoring position. Here we go. Player A to B. Receives the ball, staying onside in what will hopefully be a goal-scoring position. Holds the ball up. Stays onside. Attempts on goal.
Good volley ball, Nick. Right.
Give and go 1-2 drills.
Don't make that run too early until he's got that ball under control.
A to B. B has to control lays it off in good time to a goal-scoring opportunity.
When you pass it in, pass it onto the right side, because that's the foot they're going to have to use to get you in. Yeah, get on the half. No, we're going in front. Yeah, he's finishing off, yeah.
A to B. B holds it up,
Straight ball,
distributes it.
straight ball.
Another goal-scoring opportunity.
Straight ball, a diagonal run. That's it.
Player
Straight
must
ball,
stay
run. Come on,
onside.
Don't get there in there too early. You're running offside.
In some of these drills, you have to imagine where the defensive line is and presume they have got a tight line and not to run offside. Straightforward drill. A to B, held up, laid on. Here's the drill in slow motion. Control, direction, and a good weighted pass is required. A simple drill, but can be very effective. Exercise 3 is our first involving 3 players. Player B begins with the ball, passing to player A. Player A then runs to his second position, and B runs to his second position. A passes to C, C in turn to B. The movement is as follows. C then passes to B and B passes to A, who should be in a goal-scoring position.
Go on, get round him, get round. Good. Strike.
Complicated flowing football, but if perfected, can be very effective. So once again, there's A receiving his final pass in a goal-scoring position.
Good
A to
talking
B.
now, get some talking going.
B to C. C back to A. And a shot on goal.
Yeah, a little bit livelier, a little bit livelier.
Once the drill's been perfected, the speed can pick up. C is in a pivotal role. He has to control the ball. He has to distribute it.
In front, now in front, Pete. Already, once this shot going on, off you go. Yep.
It's imperative that player A gets ahead of the ball to receive the ball in the end position.
Make sure the ball gets there before you go. Yep.
C holds up to B, lays it on to A.
That's it, well done. Understand it? Good, off you go.
The balls have to be well timed, have to be well weighted in order for the drill to be effective.
Knock it in. No, you're getting there. Knock it in. Finish.
C. A's running around the back to receive the final pass.
Well done, that's a good one. Well done.
Once again, B to A. A to C holds it up. A runs into the position.
In front of him, not to him, in front.
And he has to be in front of the ball in order to receive it in a goal-scoring position.
Knock it in, Pete, really knock it into him. In front of him, he's having to stop. I don't want him to stop and having to check his stride. Right in front of him. That's it, that's the one.
The more you practice this drill, the more flowing it will become. Here it is in slow motion. B to A through to C. C holds it up, lays it off to B. A should be in a goal-scoring position. He's run round the back and attempts on goal. Exercise 4, another one involving 3 players. Player A in position 1 passes to player B in position 1. A then begins a long looping run towards his second position. B runs with the ball to position 2. B then passes to player C. B continues his run onto his third position, where C will pass the ball back to B, and B hopefully knocking the ball onto A.
Well done.
Once again, A to B, B to C. A should be on a long looping run, getting himself in a goal-scoring position.
Yep, when you're ready.
A to B. B turns, C, back to
You're
A.
offside. Hold your run, Andrew. You're offside there. Robert is the defender.
There's the offside position. That's what you need
Hold
to
your arm,
avoid.
Pete. Hold it. You're offside.
A small, complicated
Hold your
little
arm,
drill
Andrew. Hold it, yes.
teaches player C control, player A how to time his runs.
Good ball. Good pass in.
A
good
to
pass
B.
in. Good. Good knocking
B
in.
to C.
Good.
Held
That's the
up.
one. Good. Well done. Well done. Yep. Okay. Off you go. Yep. Good. Nice firm ball. Good. Time your run. Offside. B. Offside. Yep. Okay. Yep.
This drill is about timing,
Well, in this
Controlled
straight
passing.
ball. Straight.
and good control.
Good. Straight ball this time. Straight ball. No, that's not straight. That's diagonal ball. Straight. To be diagonal and the ball to be straight. Straight ball. Straight ball. Good.
It's player A that does the vast majority
Straight.
of the running,
That's it.
but that
Good
running
pass.
has to be well timed.
Let's have some calling as well now. Tell him in front a bit further.
If the passes are short, it can result in the striker, player A, receiving the ball well in advance of the goal. Timing and control, the key to exercise 4. Here it is again in slow motion. Player C holds it up, player A continues his run, stays onside, and then is in a goal-scoring position. Exercise 5, again involving 3 players. Player A passes to player B. A then starts a long looping run along his left wing. Player B runs to his second position. B then passes to C, and then B runs into his third position. C lays the ball off to player A, and B is running along in support. This drill is a 2-pronged attack on goal. Player A and player B being the attackers, player C the controller and the player that lays it off controls the goal-scoring opportunity. In this instance,
Offside.
for player A.
Don't worry, keep going.
Once again, A to B. B takes it on to C. Both players attack the goal, and it's A that takes the shot. Wary at all times for potential offside. The control of player C in this drill is vital. It's the dummy run of player B on the right-hand wing
Offside.
that should confuse the defence.
Time your run. Offside. Offside.
Once the drill has been perfected, speed can be increased.
Don't get too early. You're too early. You're offside. Look where you are. Look where you are. You're offside.
Here's the offside Paul's shouting about. It's important that player B's run is parallel with player A,
That's better.
as
He
it
knows where
can
you are.
distract the defence.
Yep. Talk to him.
Give and go, a
Not down the middle,
two-pronged
Rob.
attack.
Not down the middle, towards the cone. Offside. Offside. Time your run. Wait, Mike. That's it. Now you're going. Not down the middle, Rob. Not down the middle, to diagonal. Diagonal.
Football's not only about
Don't get there too
control,
early. Don't get there too
but it's
early,
about
you're off.
timing. A player without a
up.
ball needs to time his run in order to complete this drill successfully.
Good talking. Okay, don't worry.
A straight ball will go straight to the goalkeeper. A diagonal one to the attacker. Here again, the exercise in slow motion. C holds it up, turns, lays it off diagonally, and should create a goal-scoring opportunity. Exercise 6, a natural progression on exercise 5, the only difference being a two-pronged attack. The ball from player C can go either way. A passes to B, A starts a long run up the field, B runs to position 2 with the ball and then passes to C. B starts to run to position 3 and C passes to A. If both attacking players make a well-timed run, this can confuse the defence. It's up to the holding player, player C, to disguise his pass, not to look at the attacking player and lay off a well-timed pass.
Yep. So name.
A to B,
Yep.
B to C, a diagonal run and a straight run.
Not down the middle.
Could be
Pete, not down the
either
middle, on one
attackers.
side or the other. Good.
Like with the other exercises, as the drill is progressed, the speed can increase.
Pete, go on, finish off.
In a match situation, it'll be up to either attacker A or attacker B to call for the ball. C needs to decide who to distribute to and make sure his pass is well weighted
Good,
and
well
well
done, Peter.
timed.
Shot.
Speed from the attacking players, control from the holding player, and good weighted passes is the key to this exercise.
You haven't got hold of it. Wait till he gets hold of it before you run.
Well-timed runs, a knowledge of what the other players are doing, and speed is the key to this exercise.
Good talking.
All three players need to communicate consistently and constantly. A to B, B to C, controls, decides which attacker, A gets it, and has the opportunity to score. In a match situation, it's hoped that one of the attacking players can draw the relevant defenders, leaving the other attacker free to shoot at goal. Here's the exercise in slow motion. Control, good layoff, and there's the opportunity to penetrate from the midfield. Exercise 7, a simple, fast attacking move. A passes the ball to B, B straight back to A. B starts his run to his second position, A makes a long diagonal pass upfield, and C runs from his position 1 to 2 in order to collect A's pass. B runs in support of C for an attack on goal. The long diagonal pass needs to be accurate. Player A can keep up with play in order to support his attackers.
Nice and lively on your toes.
It's a simple, fast and effective drill. A to B, B straight back to A. Long pass and the attack begins. Once again, like all our exercises, as the drill is perfected, the speed can be increased. Hard, fast passes, well controlled and good attacking football.
In front, a bit quicker.
A well-weighted pass is one of the major keys to this exercise. Good timing from the attacking midfielder, essential. And like all our exercises so far, control is essential.
Jog. Okay, go. Play from there.
You'll notice as this exercise has developed, the short pass has become a little bit longer and sometimes can be passed diagonal. So from player A to player B, straight or diagonal, and then on to the attacking player. If the short pass is diagonal, it involves more movement from the first player, player A. The more movement from the attacking midfielders, the more confusing for the defending team. Here again, the exercise in slow motion. The short pass back, played diagonally forward to the attacking player A, who should then be in a goal-scoring position. Exercise 8. A begins this move by passing to B, and then runs to his right wing. B passes to C and then runs past C. C in turn passes back to B, and then C runs to goal. B passes to A and B runs to goal. A then has the opportunity to cross the ball into the penalty box to meet players B and C.
Okay, off you go. Take your touch. Okay, don't worry. Just a little jog back, just a little jog back.
Once again, this exercise is about control, well-timed runs, good passing, and ultimately, a strong cross. A to B, B to C, C controls, gives the opportunity for player A to get down that wing and cross the ball in. Once again, control from C. Down the wing. Again, give yourself the opportunity to perfect the exercise. Speed will then develop, and so will accuracy.
Good. Get in that box. Cross over. Good. Well done. Good.
Speed, agility, well-weighted passes, and good timing. The keys to this exercise.
Yep. Make sure you come back and you change it around. Too hard again. Oh, that's just about right. Yep. Off you go. Plate, yep.
Once again, A to B. B takes a diagonal run, receives the ball back again, back to A, who has the opportunity now to cross the ball in.
Good. Plate. Yep, nice and lively. Yep, don't walk in. Jogging.
In a match situation, if A ultimately receives the ball down that right wing, if the cross is good, the scoring opportunity is certainly there.
Good cross. Good finish. Well done. Play.
Players retreating from this exercise should be sure to clear the field of play as quickly as possible to enable the exercise to continue smoothly. Here again, in slow motion. Control, well-weighted passes, and ultimately a good cross required. Exercise 9. A passes the ball to B and then runs to the wing. B passes the ball to C and runs past C before going to his wing. C knocks the ball back to A and then runs to goal. A passes to B on the wing and A runs towards the goal. B then has the opportunity to cross the ball into the box. A development on the previous exercise, it needs skill, agility, and again, very well-timed passes. Here's player B, about to cross the ball to either attacker.
Good. Go round.
In a match situation, this exercise could prove very confusing for the defending team if the diagonal runs are well timed and the crosses and passes accurate.
going lively. Well done, off we go. Lively, yeah. Touch it back. Yep. Good. Take it touch. Okay, next three.
One touch, accurate football, the name of the game.
Scrappy one, that one, isn't it? Scrappy one, that. Okay.
A to B. A continues his run, confusing the defence. B picks up the ball on the wing and crosses in.
Let's finish, well done, go. Knock in front of her. Finish.
As the exercise develops, speed and a sense of urgency will help it become more productive.
Good, well done. Good, spin off.
The more you practice,
Okay, go.
the better you become.
Go. Okay, one touch. That's it. Knock it off. Get the knock off one touch.
Midfielders get to know each other with drills like this. It's all about timing
Go.
and accuracy. Here again the exercise in slow motion. Held up by C, knocked on to player A. Player A lays it down to player B, who's in a crossing position. Exercise 10, again involving 3 players. Player A knocks it to player C, who in turn knocks it back to player B. Player A has made his diagonal run, receives the ball and can score directly.
Good.
So once again, A to C, C to B, B to A in a goal-scoring opportunity. Short, sharp, well-controlled balls.
Go. Nice and sharp. You're making the run. Shot. Good, well done. Good finish, well done.
Play and move, and results will be obtained. Here's an example where the following up player, player C, can capitalise.
Off you go. Switch it off, go around, yeah. Good. Straight ball if you can. Mirror. Good, off you go. That's it, that's not bad.
Midfield penetration is always possible, with one of the midfielders with their back to goal controlling the attacking play.
Come finish off, yep.
The more these exercises are practiced, the more telepathic the players become, and therefore some of these drills during match time will become second nature.
Well done, good finish. You go. Go, make a run, make a run.
The laying off player turns, moves and gets himself into position. Here's the exercise again in slow motion. Control, good laying off passing, diagonal running, and a goal-scoring opportunity. Exercise 11, our first 5-player exercise. Here, the starting player, player A, passes to B, B on to C. B then runs up the middle of the park and C passes directly to player E. Following E's run, D runs on to goal with the ball and players B and E then provide support. Good diagonal runs should confuse the defence.
Good ball, Peter, well done. Good.
Once again, A to B, B onto C, C diagonally across the park and finding striker, in this case D. And there's the goal scoring opportunity.
Yeah, off you go, yeah. Come in. Yeah, that's a good layoff. Nice and firm now, Peter. Yep. Finish, good. Good.
The attacking midfielders in this exercise have the choice as to which attacker they provide the ball for, depending on the diagonal run and the position of the defending team. Once again, A to B, B to C, C diagonally through the park with a confusing run, taking away defenders.
Okay. Open, ready?
If the other attacking player is in a good position, the opportunity is always there to follow up. This is a two-pronged penetration from the midfield.
Go.
If one attacking midfielder fails, the other can be there for the rebound.
Okay, you're just running straight. That's a good ball, good ball. But the run's got to be almost as if you're going towards Rob, and in the last minute you're going behind him. No.
If the pass is too long, the whole drill becomes ineffective. Like all the exercises on this video, timing is essential. Once again, in slow motion. A to B, B to C. C has the opportunity now, plays it diagonally across the park, finding attacker D. D can shoot or pass, and the other attacker can be there to follow up. And finally, exercise 12, another 5-player drill. A passes to B, B then passes to C. B runs up the middle of the pitch, C passes diagonally to D, following his run. D runs onto goal with B and E providing support. With two supporting midfielders, communication is essential. Timing, accuracy, still key. Keep practicing this drill. It's confusing at first, but if you get it right, the rewards are immense. Here again in slow motion. A good ball, well timed. Boy looks up, and a great goal. Lots of running, lots of movement, and lots of well-weighted passing. There are 2 attacking midfield players in this move, and either can score. Good movement and key accuracy is essential in this drill. If you get this one right, it can be the most satisfying of all the exercises shown on this video. Short, sharp, accurate passing, well-timed runs. And good movement. Here you find the midfield moving together as a force. So once again, our final exercise in slow motion. Controlled laying off. Well-timed movement. The midfielder in an attacking position, and the goal is his for the taking. Thank you for watching Midfield Penetration. Don't forget, practice makes perfect.